Hey, thanks for checking out this video. My name is Patrick. I work with the NPOAuthority. We are a prospect research software tool, and today's video basically is going to go over how do I take my current donor, an individual donor, and kind of upgrade them into a large donor or better donor. Or even better, how do I find out more information about my donors? What's the best way to dig into a deep dive into a donor's profile without spending a ton of money. So today we're going to go over our software, which basically allows you in a very short period of time to find out, from your current database, is this person who gave us $50, is this person who gave us $5, is this person who gave us $90,000, are they a $5 million donor or are they an $80 donor? Who are these people? So we can look up donors real quick. So I'm going to look up, I kind of work with the subject we all know, really well, Hillary Clinton, for example. So let's look up Hillary Clinton. So we've got several different tabs with, inside of our software. We can look up donors in real time. We can screen thousands of donors at one time. We can get mailing lists of donors, who gave to who in this zip code, $5,000 and up. Did they support animal rights or health care? We have that information. We can do gift matching, 16 other different data sets that we have. So the one that we're looking at right now on our screen is just annual reports. So before I do a deep dive, before I start looking into this donor and spending all this time and my valuable resources, which is time, is this person a donor at all? I know that they gave me $50, but is Hillary Clinton, for example, a donor whatsoever? So I just take my tool and I just sort high to low and low to high, and I see that this is a donor between $25,000 and up, and it's like, okay, great. So this person is a donor. That works for me. So Cleveland, Ohio, University Hospitals. I've got different ways to look this up. I see the Honorable Hillary R. Clinton. Are there other ways that the Clintons give, for example? So I can kind of go back, but I know this person is worth my time. I could do Clinton Foundation, for example. And it's like, okay, I see different things. William J. Clinton Foundation, 100,000 and up. I can sort low to high, high to low. Okay, it's like $43 million gift here, $5 million gift here. Bill, Hillary, and Chelsea Clinton Foundation, $5 million gift to the Clinton Health Access Initiative. So basically our tool says this name was found on annual reports. So we have taken the last 12, 15 years now and just scoured the internet every day for annual reports. And we take those annual reports and, in a sense, rip those annual reports down and put those on a server. So when you say a name like Hillary Clinton, that name filters against the server and populates here on our screen. And you can do Clinton Foundation, you can do just Clinton, you can keep it broad and try to capture everything, or you can narrow it down to Hillary or William or Bill or Chelsea, and it narrows it down. So we see a lot of New York here, We're getting an algorithm that this Clinton person, for example, who gave us $500 or $1,600 or $6,000 or even $20,000, this person gave us some money. Let's find out if, who are they giving outside of our organization, and what is our updated ask amount, right? So we go to another part of our tool, and then we put in Hillary Clinton, for example. We know that Hillary Clinton lives in New York, so we go to New York, and we ask our tool to just, give us the information here. and we can, this is like a consultant's view of this. It gives me the who, what, when, where's, and why's real quick. This is a $43 million donor. This is a WealthX individual. WealthX is another data set that we have. We know that this person has 1 or 2 pieces of property, $2 million. We know that she's a charitable giver in the neighborhood of $73 million. FEC gifts, $1 million. And there's some possibilities here as well in that namesake. So we can switch to a more advanced view of this profile. And this is, basically our updated version of the profile. What we were looking at a second ago was the way we've done it for years, and we've kind of updated it, and we have social media discoveries, and we have an updated demographic. Now, because we're talking about Hillary, we're not going to get that information. That information's kind of private. And I'm going to block out and filter all private information on here, like addresses and things like that, as we kind of go. So you'll see that. So sometimes, I see her addresses and phone numbers and all that kind of stuff, but you're not going to see it because I'm not trying to get sued by Hillary. So long story short, as I scroll down, as I pull her, I get a husband. Long story short, I got the husband because the husband is on the deed. And now I can see, to whom they give to, gifts amount by organization, and I can see the demographic, the category. Is it foreign affairs, healthcare, arts, culture, that kind of stuff. And then I see the gifts that they've made from annual reports. So like I said, for the last 10 or 15 years, we've been scouring annual reports. We're in the 2 million-ish now records of annual reports. So as I just kind of scroll down, this is all namesake individuals from annual reports. And then eventually it kind of gets into a gray area. The gray area is I'm not sure if this is your donor, because this donor is kind of giving outside of their algorithm that we found. So even though we have the name here and there's a direct name match, our tool's saying, I'm not sure if this is right, because this, here's a name that's not particularly right. This is not your William Clinton, for example. This individual is not your person. So our tool is saying, hey, there's something close here, but it doesn't really match because the name is a little wonky, the address is a little wonky, everything about this is close but not quite it. So we put it in a gray area and we don't count it. And you can easily change that by clicking a couple buttons and making it true and adding it to the profile. So now we're looking at political giving table. This is an FEC gift. If I click here, so basically Hillary Clinton gave to the Hillary for America Fund $34,952. If I click here, I go into the Federal Election Commission website where this gift is public information, and then she is saying that she is a candidate, and it's saying how much she gave on that particular donation. And it speaks to what she does for a living and where she lives. So she either has to report what she does for a living, and she has to report where she lives or where she works. So we're going to block that information out and blur it, but that's what this is about. So federal gifts are wonderful because it speaks to, is this your Hillary Clinton? Because if you're saying, oh, my Hillary Clinton is a veterinarian, not a candidate for public office, you have the wrong Hillary Clinton, long story short. So that's what's really great about FEC gifts. Plus, political donations are a greater indication of wealth than wealth itself. Meaning she could live in a $24 million mansion if she wanted, based on her political gifts. So, of course, I have her political gifts, and I have her houses, and I have foundations that this person sits on, and what they do for that foundation, and how much money is in that foundation at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year. And I also have all the boards that this person sits on or her husband sits on. And I have everybody that sits on that board. And I have where they work, where they're registered. Here's National Constitution Center, for example, U.S. Department of State, Washington, D.C., U.S. Department of State, phone numbers, emails, all that kind of stuff. There is her emails that are all public. This is all public information, right? And then as I scroll down, I get into probably relationships. Let me just kind of click there and get into it. So, National Constitution for Center. So, not only do I know this person, Hillary Rodham Clinton, what she does for a living and how much to ask her for and how much she gives to other organizations and what those other organizations are. I know what boards of directors she sits on. I know her phone numbers at work. I know her emails at work. And now I know everybody that she knows. Every board member that sits with her, I know. Every person who's a friend of her friend, I know. All her like-minded individuals, I know. So the long story short is that I can very easily take a $500 donor, for example, that was given to me, and then I can ask for 43 million of this donor, because this is a $73 million donor, and her largest gift that we could find is $43 million. So this is a very good example and a quick example of how you take just one quick approach without doing any research outside of the tool. This would have taken 20, 30, maybe even 40 minutes, and you would have never gotten this accurate information. This took all of 4 seconds. Phone numbers, emails, home phones, work phones, addresses, how much you give, what political party you are, and a million other things. There's a lot of demographic information that wasn't here because of the type of individual this is. So this is the NPOAuthority. You can ask for a demo. You can go to the NPOAuthority.com, NPOAuthority.com. You can ask for a demo. We'll be more than happy to look up your donors in real time. We just chat over the phone. I give you a call. We do a screen share just like this. We look up your donors in real time. And you can, if you like the tool, we'll obviously let you have the tool for a couple of weeks for free. What is pricing of this tool? This pricing is basically $1,200 for the annual tool. And there's different upgrades from there. And we didn't go over 6 or 8 of the other tabs that this tool does. This is simply just, how can I find out if this $50 donor is a better donor outside of my organization? How can I do that? And we just showed a quick example of how one does that. Thanks for checking in. Once again, this is Patrick at NPO Authority. Our phone number is 410-323-2782, 410-323-2782. We're on the East Coast. We're located in Baltimore, Maryland. Thanks.